Joe discovers how to make the most of our city cats.
A trip on the City Cat is all about keeping things simple.
The beauty of it is you can hop on and hop off wherever you like.
Stay with us. Joe checks out one of the best ways to explore Brisbane after the break.
Cruising under the Story Bridge reveals the river city in all its glory.
Saturday afternoon.
Sometimes it's the most simple activities that can prove to be the most enjoyable. Take a tour on Brisbane City Cats, for example. Easy, cheap and accessible. In fact, the only overwhelming thing about these cats is just how successful they've been.
The City Cats have been extremely successful. Just over the last 2 years, the growth in patronage on the City Cats has reached a point where we're finding it very difficult to keep up on busy days.
Not surprising when you consider more than 26 million passengers have boarded the City Cats during their 10-year history. In fact, in the last year alone, this number is close to 6 million, and this is expected to double over the next 20 years. But forget about all those numbers for now, because as I said, a trip on the City Cat is all about keeping things simple. In fact, the only number you need to remember is which stop to get off at. There's 14 City Cat stops along the river. Those closest to the city centre are the busiest, but it really is up to you to choose your own adventure. Today, I'm making my way from Guyot Park near the University of Queensland to Brett's Wharf. The journey alone lasts just under an hour, but take in a few stops along the way and it soon becomes an enjoyable day trip.
The beauty of it is you can hop on and hop off wherever you like on the river and do it as many times as you like throughout the day.
The first stop we pass is also the newest. As the name suggests, the Regatta Jetty is just a stone's throw from the famous watering hole, a top spot for lunch or an afternoon ale. The stretch along Coronation Drive allows the drivers to pick up the pace. City Cats have a low wash design which minimises disturbance to other river users and also reduces the impact of waves against the riverbank. Cruising under the William Jolly Bridge gives a great perspective of the city and also showcases some of Brisbane's latest additions, like the new museum building and City Council's impressive new headquarters. First stop, South Bank, and from one Brisbane icon to another. South Bank is a must-see for any visitor, but even if you're a local, there's always plenty of new things around which make it a fun place to rediscover. This is Steam Cafe near the playground at South Bank. It's a good place to grab a coffee and do a bit of people watching. It's a bit like Spot the Tourist. With over 30 cafes and restaurants, South Bank offers a good mix of relaxed and formal dining at any time of day. Plenty of activities to amuse the kids means parents can relax as well. Back on board, past the Kangaroo Point Cliffs, is the Eagle Street Pier. This is the stop for the city centre. Cruising under the Story Bridge reveals the river city in all its glory. Here, the ever-changing skyline looks even more impressive at water level. Now, Sunday is the most popular day for travel on the City Cats, and one of the favourite stops is New Farm Park, just 10 minutes from the city. This would have to be a front-runner for being the best playground in Brisbane. In parts, it's hard to know where the playground starts and these beautiful banyan routes begin. Simple pleasures don't get any more enjoyable than this. Pack a picnic or grab some lunch at the nearby cafes, and an afternoon in the park can easily turn into a relaxing mini-break right in the middle of town. Further along, the river winds its way past the trendy Tenerife precinct. Stopping here is walking distance to Fortitude Valley, or just across the river is Bulimba. For me though, the end of the line is also the end of my journey, Brett's Wharf. Established in 1995, the restaurant was designed to maximise the spectacular river and city views and reflect our relaxed lifestyle. Home to celebrity chef Alistair McLeod, the food here has an excellent reputation, and the daily lunchtime visit by the resident Pelicans sets the scene for a truly memorable Brisbane experience. The best part of the City Cat tour is the price. A daily ticket is just $5.20 for adults and $2.60 concession. For more information, contact Transinfo on 13 12 30. Well, as far as the City Cat goes, this is the end of the line. From here, you can turn around and go back home again or take a stroll down to the new Portside development. But I reckon lunch at Brett's Wharf is a pretty great way to spend a Saturday afternoon. I think the locals do too. In a fast-moving city, the chance to slow things down a bit is always welcome. And in Brisbane, you may just find that jumping on a bike is just as easy as a walk in the park. And what could be easier than hiring a bike in the City Botanic Gardens? Today, I'm joining a 9-kilometre inner-city cycle tour. Our guide is a semi-retired history buff who now shares his love of bikes and Brisbane with tourists.
We deal with the little tiny ones with trainer wheels right up to 60, 70, 80-year-old people, especially from Europe, that have ridden bikes all their lives, yes.
Well, Tony, I hope I can keep up. Let's go.
Oh, you'll keep up. You'll be right. OK.
There's now close to 600 kilometres of bike tracks throughout Brisbane, so it's up to you to choose your own adventure. For us, though, let's start at the very beginning.
As well as being such a beautiful place, beautiful parkland right in the heart of the city, it's synonymous with the foundation of Brisbane, in as much that this is where the Moreton Bay Penal Colony was first established, and these were all the gardens for the prisoners to grow vegetables.
And gee, even with the drought, the grounds just look beautiful.
You know, a lot of staff put a lot of work into these, and they're using recycled water to keep them going and so forth. So a lot of effort goes into the gardens, and well worth a look around.
After meandering through an enviable collection of flora, our path winds its way onto one of Brisbane's more recent additions, the Goodwill Bridge.
If you could use your imagination, this is the old port of Brisbane, so going way back to the 1840s and 1850s, this is where all of the ships came to Brisbane with passengers, with goods. They took away wheat and coal and everything else. So this was a very, very busy area.
Built as a footbridge in 2001, this 102-metre long, 15-metre high cross-river link happily accommodates more than 60,000 pedestrians and cyclists every week. Now, depending on the tour you choose or your own itinerary, a right turn at the end will take you into South Bank. Today, though, we're taking a left and heading for the Kangaroo Point Cliffs.
These pieces are part of a series of art that's all the way down through the sculptor boardwalk here at the cliffs.
Put in during Expo 88, the work is called Man and Matter, a bright and interesting feature against the cliffs and the city skyline. Now, it's not until you actually get on a bike that you can appreciate just how good these paths are. There's no stop-starting, just a continuous flat stretch and a brilliant view from every angle. Our tour takes us around past Thornton Street and to the park under the Story Bridge. Here, Tony recalls the setting of one of Brisbane's most gruesome murders back in 1848.
His legs were actually down on the middle waterline of the river. His torso was actually in the long grass just the other side of the hotel. His head was actually propped up in a timber frame of a new building that was being erected, and they found all his insides down the well.
Well, who done it? You'll just have to join the tour to find out. Or a book called The Main Inheritance also has the answers. For us, though, with limbs intact, it's on to a real high point of the ride, the Story Bridge. Are you surprised how quickly the skyline's changed?
Yes, I suppose I am, because I remember it when the highest building was probably 4 stories high in Eagle Street.
More examples of new Brisbane meet us at the Riverside Centre. For many city workers who have taken up Mayor Campbell Newman's challenge to ride to work, this is where their days start. In fact, the Brisbane City Council is so keen to get more bums on bikes, they've released this interactive CD-ROM. It has detailed maps of all the Brizzy bikeways, as well as helpful hints on bike maintenance, safety, and how to plan your day when swapping the car for pedal power. Give Council a call to order your copy or receive one free when purchasing a new bike of your own. To hire a bike or join a tour, call into Valet Cycle Hire and Tours at the main gate on Alice Street in the Botanic Gardens. 1 hour's hire is $15 and $7.50 for kids.
Well, a comfortable round trip, done in about, what, an hour?
Yes, easy an hour, nice easy ride. Brisbane's just made for bicycling, so get out and enjoy it.
Thanks, Joe. What a fun way to get a new perspective on our city.